What's going on, ma'am?
I'm dying, that's what's up.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel where unicorns are real and so are our opinions. Today is a heavy one simply because I feel very close to this case ever since I first heard about this tragedy. Some of you might know, but just a few days ago, Yaser Said was convicted of capital murder in deaths of two daughters, Sarah and Amina. The story goes back many years as there are accounts of SA done by Said to his daughters. Amina even told authorities she has been penetrated at least once by her father. Aside from the essays, Said was also very strict and later tells the jury it's because of his religious beliefs. The now convicted father would often spy on his daughters by video or audio taping them without their knowledge. Amina even stated that she was afraid of using the public telephone in which she would contact her boyfriend, Joseph, to arrange time when they could see each other. She would also communicate through email and would write that her father intended to kill her. When it came to Sarah, she got an after-school job working in a convenience store. Said would then begin videotaping her at work and punishing her for smiling too much at customers. As you can tell without going into too much detail, Said was a deplorable person who wanted nothing more than control and dominion over his daughters. Instead of wanting to protect them and cherish them, he only got angrier at them for acts that he called disrespectful. Said tried to stop his daughters from dating or even truly living life, and blamed it on his religious beliefs. It was even said that he took Amina, who was 16 at the time, to Egypt allegedly to arrange a marriage for her to a much older friend of his. Thankfully, Amina rejected the marriage, but with all of these events, and Amina having a boyfriend who he didn't approve of, it all came to a head after Christmas in 2007. Because Amina and Sarah were convinced that their father wanted to kill them or have them killed, they ran away with their mother Patricia to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Amina's boyfriend had relatives. During their time in Oklahoma, Patricia was in contact with Said and somehow was convinced to bring the girls back. The excuse Patricia gave her daughters was that she wanted to drive to East Texas to put flowers on her mother's grave. After explaining this to the girls, Sarah reluctantly agreed to return, but Amina refused. Amina ended up going to stay with a friend, but Patricia drove to the friend's house and ultimately convinced her to return to Said by telling her that her father had forgiven her and would like the girls to return home. On January 1st, 2008, Said took Amina and Sarah out to eat in his taxi cab. Patricia wanted to come along, but Said refused and stated he wanted to speak with them alone. This was the last time she would see her daughters alive. Said took Sarah and Amina to Irving, where he shot both girls to death in the cab. Amina was shot twice, while her sister Sarah was shot 9 times. Sarah managed to call 911 before she died. Thankfully, that call would later be played in court to seal Said's fate.
What's going on, ma'am?
I'm dying, that's what's up.
Irving Fire Department.
Ma'am, are you still there? Ma'am, are you still there? All I've got is she's telling me she's dying. I've got a, why are you still there, ma'am? Ma'am, what is your address?
Said's taxi was found by another cab driver outside the service entrance of the Omni Mandalay Hotel, now the Omni Las Colinas Hotel. Said was nowhere to be found. It was assumed at the time that he fled to Egypt, but no such record was ever found. On December 4th, 2014, Said was added to the FBI 10 Most Wanted Fugitives with a $100,000 reward for any information leading to his arrest. He would go on to evade law enforcement for 12 years and spent 6 years on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list before Said was found and arrested on August 26, 2020. Fast forward to today, I am very happy to say that it only took 6 days for him to be convicted of capital murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. To that I say, good riddance.